Yeah, you can call me Mama, actually.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll start off the broadcast as soon as we get into the race.
The
Just
Grand
call my
Marshal
name
for today's
when,
race
you know,
is about to give the command to get
Yeah,
underway
just
down at the
talk,
head of the field.
Talk when
Let's
it feels
listen in.
appropriate.
Okay.
That's how we'll do this.
Are we allowed
It's
to
four
pick
people.
favorite? Are we allowed to
No,
pick favorite?
no, do not show bias.
Ah, damn.
You just gotta. You can make predictions.
Okay. I'm not gonna make predictions until like later in the race.
I'm gonna make my early prediction. Okay. I always put qualifying for every driver at 75 to 100 because it's going to depend on cars. So, if you want to tip there, that's what I do. Hopefully your game don't crash.
Yeah, I hope. Hell
Here
yeah.
we go. Alright, broadcast in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Daytona International Speedway for the Clash. My name is Wilson Hunt and I'm joined here by
Dylan Thomas.
Today, or tonight, I should say, we will be commentating this beautiful International Speedway. 20 of the best drivers in the world will be competing here for the win. As we're on the pace by coming to green. Whoop. Yeah, it's cross. Oh, there we go.
Ash.
Man,
Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh.
Well.
Oh, you just weren't. There we go. You weren't saying anything.
It is.
Alright,
It is
we head down the stretch. Who do we think makes it out victorious here today in the Clash? We're on Jigsaw Road. Jake, you go first.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go all out on this one. I think it's gonna be the BK Racing Machine, Glenn House. He's got a fast car, starting in the back, but maybe that will be the advantage of the end of this.
I'm gonna go Austin Dillon. I think he'll have a good shot today. He has to work. He's has to work his way to the front, but I think he very much can do so. We'll just have to see how that goes. But I think Austin Dillon. Dylan, what about your pick?
I think Kyle Busch or yeah, Kyle Busch.
So, and away we go here at Daytona as we're gonna head off into turn 1. I didn't quite get to ask it before the green flag, but Ashley, what was your pick for this race? Oh, trouble already! Briscoe is around!
Talk about a jinx.
Oh man, no!
Off into turn 1 and Briscoe's around!
Oh,
Unbelievable!
no.
And Quinn
No.
Off was in it!
Oh my goodness!
I
They're
think he
bum
just got
drafting.
held up by it. I think he's fine.
They're bum.
It's like the
Bro, a chaotic start.
The big one on lap 1, and here comes Chase Elliott. Here comes Chase Elliott to cross the line.
Do we call that a big one? I mean, he didn't. It really was only one car.
Yeah, it was just one car. I wouldn't say that's a bad accident. It just looks like a little bit of the use of the round bumpers now.
Yeah. Logano might have some. Oh, Blaney has damage. Blaney slammed the wall. Kyle Busch.
Oh man,
Brad
no.
Keselowski, Eric Jones with some damage. Cole Custer, teammates. So yeah, it really was a big one. Not many cars spun, but just
a lot of cars.
Just a stack up. This was like a short track crash. Yeah, Truex. Oh, and Blaney pancakes the wall, man. Look at that move by, or that save by Stenhouse.
I just
James
uh,
Davidson rode the wall.
Just want to point out, Truex never really moved. It was just a bump drafting of effect, and with these new next gen cars, you know, you can bump draft, but it's very very different. But as you can see, if you're not perfectly on the bump, like if you're not at the perfect spot, bump drafting, you can easily turn someone, and we just seen it there. And wrecking lap one and a turn one.
Because that
Oh
did
boy,
not take long.
no.
Yeah, it's not these flat bumpers anymore. They're all rounded front and rear, so that's going to be a huge factor.
Oh, we got some pit stops.
We've got some people pitting. Chase Elliott is going to stay out. Looks like Kyle Larson's going to hit the pit lane as well. Is that Austin Dillon? Yeah, Austin Dillon's on pit road. Truex, it makes sense. He could have some front end damage. But these new composite bodies, the damage shouldn't be quite as bad. But Briscoe is going to have a tough time, if at all, a chance to recovery. Can we get an update on Briscoe? Do we know how he's doing? So it looks like he's still a lap down. He's still on pit road, so I'm gonna say he's probably out of the chance for the win. Ryan Blaney with a heavy amount of right side damage. That is unfortunate. Blaney was a very fast car in practice. Kyle Busch with damage. He got pancaked against the wall. Blaney is coming out though, so we'll see if he has any speed left in that car. Same could go for Kyle Busch, but very interesting start to this race. I really hope this doesn't lead to it being some single file action, because everyone's looking forward to the return here of the NR Test, and we don't want it to be a lackluster return.
I think this is an interesting position though, with Chase Elliott staying out, but his teammate Kyle Larson pitting. It could be a strategy call on trying to make it to the end, maybe just by adding a little bit of fuel in, but who knows what that call was, especially with Harvick going in behind him.
Maybe a call by HMS to hopefully make sure one of their drivers wins. I mean, have one on a different strategy to see which one works. I mean, it is just the Clash. In a way, this is just a big test session for the 500, so anything that can give you knowledge on the 500, these drivers all will have an advantage going into that race, so we'll just have to see how that turns out. But
like you said, this is pretty much a big test and practice for a race. There's still a race to win, but you know, this is also practice for the cars, for the drivers, for us. Very, very. Hopefully, it's a good race. As you can see, they are all single file. I thought they were going to come to the green there, but it looks like they're going to go another lap. Ash, me and you were talking earlier today. You had talked about the damage model and how these cars they could wreck easily, like they could wreck and not be out of sorry, they may not be out of contention for a race win.
I think it's the Clash. Right now, you want to test what it's going to be like in a big pack. So you're going to want to race. You're not going to want to sit there and do nothing. I mean, if you're Chase Elliott, you might as well go and throw the biggest blocks you can, because if you get turned, it's your Clash car. But, you know, big deal. This car has been prepared for the Clash and is a third backup for the 500. So you're not going to use this car again. At least not a lot, and we see that Chase Briscoe has officially retired from the race. So, Ash, would you like to change your pick, maybe? And for everyone else here, do we think we're going to get an aggressive race for the rest of this, or do you think they'll go kind of calm from here on out?
I feel like the car, you know, they're brand new. This is a brand new mod, but I think they'll be aggressive, but I think we won't. I think we'll see aggression early, and then it'll calm down, and then we'll see aggression near the end. But either that, or I think it's just aggressive all the way. I don't see anybody really going single file, even if it's a 2 to 3 car tandem draft. I don't see it just panning out to be a you know, a single file race. But Jake, what do you think?
Well, I don't know, to be honest. It's tough to say. I'm assuming the reason Chase Briscoe just retired the car was probably a team decision to say, you know what, it's not worth it to waste our time out here, not enough time, not to waste energy, basically, on this car. So maybe some of these guys are going to go for it in the end, but I think for a while it's going to be just getting used to the car, maybe just right around for a bit, see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, poor Briscoe, he didn't even get to test out the draft, like how it's going to be in these new cars. They had it in testing and in practice, but we don't know what it was going to be like in race condition. So Briscoe gets turned on lap 1, as well as the other drivers that got damaged. We're going to have to see how easy it will be. Look,
Pace car's in.
it's going to start to tell. The pace car is in. Green is back out. Chastain is going to follow Elliott into turn number 1. We're just going to have to see. I mean, these two got an amazing restart, and here comes Chastain.
Chastain to the bottom of the racetrack. He's got underneath Chase Elliott.
Look at that behind, though. His Trackhouse teammates moving under Logano. Maybe they're trying to work together as fast as possible.
Does it look like the people with damage are going to keep up? I don't believe so. Kyle Busch way off the pace. Truex looks like he's struggling a little bit as well. But everyone else will lead him down the backstretch. Elliott looking to the outside. Will he duck back low? No, he stays high. Here comes Suarez. It is a bump draft. Oh, Stenhouse again a little bit of... Oh, he saves it. He gets a little squirrely.
What a save by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He was all sideways.
Trackhouse 1-2.
Left, and that's pretty good right there. He didn't left.
Look at his
So the
Trackhouse. Yeah, Trackhouse up front. This is pretty cool to see these two up front. But as here comes Chase Elliott in number 9 to break up the team draft. And look, and I'd like to point out that I think that's
It's Chris Buescher, P4.
Maybe Brad Keselowski had a little bit to rub off on him, because obviously he's driving like his teammate. Stenhouse can't catch a break.
Kyle Larson almost darn.
The field's stacking up. Oh, there goes Quinn off. Oh, what a save! What a save by Quinn off!
Toyota affiliates getting rowdy already.
Got away almost in the apron. Chase Elliott couldn't get to the lead, even though we've seen that these next-gen cars are capable of passing multiple cars on their own, even at the super speedways. But I'm honestly interested to see that mid-pack and see how they're doing. I mean, they were squirrely. So it looks like they've settled it out. Larson is pulled away from them, but Stenhouse might have a bit of damage. Yeah, it looks like he's dropping to the rear. Ryan Blaney, we've seen him in the crash, but he's keeping up. So apparently Blaney's damage isn't too bad, but that front pack is just gone. Oh, Brad, that's Chris Buescher looking for the lead.
3 wide almost. I got for a second. Sorry,
Here comes Dylan.
Now it's about to be.
Dylan goes to the front, followed now by Regano. I believe someone behind him is catching up. Is that Kevin Harvick? Yeah, that indeed is Harvick.
Yeah, Harvick started, pretty sure he started third, got up to second when that caution that came out after pit stops. He had dropped back a little bit, but he's 50 the pack, and pretty sure Kyle Larson's closing in behind him.
I think it was a mistake for Larson to pit because I mean he got to go into the corner. We see the bump draft going wrong, but to be fair, we know Quinn Hoff. He's a bit of a slower car. We're aware of that. And Blaney's just trying to help him. And he hooks him. And oh my goodness, what a hit. And what a good job of avoiding that by James Davidson. But then Cole Custer, what happened to Custer?
It's gotta be
Was he? I think he was just slow from the crash.
Smoke screen's got to be blinding. He probably thought from the spotter communication that maybe it was safe to just keep going on the bottom, but obviously that was a call.
Was there an onboard view that we can maybe see, or is there like a closer view from his POV to see maybe? Yeah.
It looked scary, to be honest, because you see him start moving up last second. I think that was just a miscommunication with the spotter that resulted in that.
I believe the spotter was probably yelling bottom, and Custer probably thought that it was like you know the complete bottom line was clear, and the car had slid further down, but that obviously wasn't the case, and because of that, Custer ends up on the roof. But with that being said, we're back under caution here at Daytona, and now we have even more cars out of the race. Blaney's definitely probably not gonna have pace anymore. Poor Quinn Hoff, winner last year, got his first career win, out of the clash early. We're hopefully he'll do good, and we have all the leaders on the road. Chase Elliott is going to win the race off, and the entire field will be back on now.
I would like to just point out, Kyle Larson's strategy has been absolutely dashed with this caution, because I'm pretty sure, well, we know that these drivers can go farther, and under caution they are already saving enough fuel. Will they be able to make it? It's a little iffy, but we know that they have way more fuel than Kyle Larson. Well, actually, Kyle Larson, I'm pretty sure just pitted, but you know, it just destroys the strategy. You know, I don't know what kind of call. We know what kind of call. Oh, what in the world?
Like frustration maybe between some of the drivers. I don't know.
Anyways, yeah, but yeah, it just kills Kyle. I don't know, but
yeah, go watch the back of the pack. I'm curious. I have to make sure they're not wrecking. Okay, I think we're good.
But yeah, it just kills Kyle Larson's strategy. Ash, Jake, Wilson. Yeah, like we know what kind of strategy they were planning to do, but that's gotta be a killer. From second till looks like he's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's around. Yeah, he's in like
seventh. Yeah, seventh.
Yeah, seventh position. You know.
Yeah, Busher fell back to fourth. Dylan is up to the front. I mean, I said Dylan was going to be fast. And I was correct about that, but Reddick is in P5 now. What happened to Harvick? He was up in the top 10, and he is all the way back outside of the top 10 now. So
maybe a bad pickup, maybe a bunch of checkup. You know, it's hard to say. And as we see, Ryan Blaney's back out on track. I'm pretty sure that is Ryan Blaney.
That is indeed Blaney.
Yeah, do you think he's competitive still? I mean,
no.
That what?
I know. That hit was hard.
Yeah. Kyle Busch, I think, has less damage and was slower than Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, I agree. But we will see.
Some pretty good racing here at Daytona International Speedway. Wilson, it's been a pretty cool race seeing these guys loose and getting hooked and trying to save their cars. It's been pretty entertaining. It's nice to see these drivers trying to keep the car in control. Wilson, Ash, Jake, what's your opinion on the racing so far, even though we've only raced 12 laps in?
I will start off by saying, racing-wise, good. We see two packs forming, guys that are aggressive early on versus guys who are just trying to be careful. And I'm honestly totally okay with that because we're only 12 laps in. As for everything else, like the the bumper hook I could see being an issue. We kind of seen a similar issue back in 2011, I believe, where if you got too far to one side of the car, it would spin the car in front of you out, and we're kind of having a similar issue, but the opposite. If you get too far to the right side or the left side, it does it. But I hope they get this fixed, and it's just an issue for maybe it is their first race, like first official race in this car. I think it'll get better, but as of right now, the bumper hook could be an issue. I mean, we've seen a massive crash. NASCAR has to do something about that. They can't just allow that to be the case. But I'm sure we'll see something happen and maybe improve it. But other than that, good racing so far.
Yeah, Ash, what's your opinion? And then we'll go to Jake.
Agree with that because, I mean, if you think about it, we've had 2 wrecks. Well, the incident with Hoff was at the back of the pack, but Briscoe's crash could have took out a whole lot more cars.
Yeah, Jake, what's your opinion with these wrecks and the aero package and the racing in general?
Honestly, it's tough to say because so far, as you guys have already noticed, that half the field is driving conservative, the other half aggressive, and I feel like the guys driving aggressive aren't necessarily driving aggressive on purpose. It's more of a, how far can I take this car? Can I take it to its limit? What are its limits? And they're still trying to figure that out, and I feel like that's setting up for what the race is so far, and it's tough to see certain guys right now because they're not able to get that little more experience than some of the other guys in the field.
Honestly, the guys that are being aggressive aren't the ones wrecking. It's the ones that are trying to be conservative. But as I say that, the pace car ducks off pit road, and we're back to green here at Daytona. Austin Dillon makes a shifty move to the outside. Chastain and Elliott do not get nearly as good of a restart. We're going to be close into turn number 1. Here comes Dillon. No help on the bottom whatsoever. Here comes his teammate. I believe that he'll drop low. Maybe not. There's the 43 of Eric Jones there. Oh, no. Keselowski's on that danger area. Oh, he's got in there. Oh, there's almost a wreck. Chastain gets it off of Dillon before there's a chance. Christopher Bell all the way to the inside wall. Makes it just in time.
I'd like to see what happened there in a replay and under our next caution. That was very, very weird. Maybe he was trying to Dale Earnhardt it, but definitely don't want to do that here.
Yeah, no, that's not the place to go for the pass in the grass, especially not here. These splitters are a little bit better than in past years, but they go single file now. Oh, never mind. Chris Buescher looking for the lead. They're looking for second. Up to 4th and looking for more, slightly lower than Buescher. Will he try and make a move? No, here comes Chastain to the bottom of Reddick. So Larson, who made the early pit stop, lost the positions, is now going to go back for the spots. He's dropping down low. Oh, he's going to go to the inside of Chastain. Nobody willing to help each other. Dillon and Reddick outside. They're teammates. They're working together. But Buescher and Elliott are gone.
Yeah, this is crazy racing right now.
Oh, we're going to have 4 wide.
4 wide here at Daytona. Again, going to the 43 tickets to the bottom of the racetrack, and Tyler Reddick is up in the wall, and Kyle Larson is in the middle. He pitted and his strategy was killed. And here comes Chris Buescher for the lead on Chase Elliott.
Wide in the back is working. Can they keep it straight? No issue. 4 wide. Oh, Eric Jones that cuts off Logano.
They are drafting there, hooking each other there, sideways they are just all over the place. Good for our entertainment, but as a driver, that's not a good feeling, is it?
Drivers. It's a repeat. No. That almost was a repeat of the wreck of Chastain's wreck from the 2020 Daytona 500. But now, Elliott is going to go back, look back for the lead. It's a two-car battle for the win. Front as they've started pulling away from the other guys battling three wide in the back.
Kyle Larson, the third, and I think the top lane pack I think scraped the wall out of turn 4 just a little bit, but here goes Chris Buescher back on Chase Elliott, and here comes Kyle Larson. He's all over the back number of the two front leaders, and what is he going to do? He's going to follow in line with his teammate Chase Elliott, and they're going to go front of the number. You got to be careful, Larson, because you could hook your teammate, and that would not be a nice meeting with Mr. Rick Hendrick, I can tell you that.
Jones, they've caught the main pack again. Now it's going to be back to battling for the lead. So they've settled out their differences, no longer three wide, and Eric Jones is going to go up to the top. They're going to duck underneath Buescher. They're going to go through the middle. Oh, Suarez leaves Jones out to dry them in the middle. He's going to drop. Maybe not.
Elliott in the lead. Eric Jones in the middle. Kyle Larson on the bottom. Chris Buescher on the top. 3 by 3 wide. And Chase Elliott
We have an accident here.
Larson to the bottom of Chase Elliott, and he's going to go up inside draft, and he's going to try and take the lead, but you got to watch out for the 22 of Joey Logano. He's one of the most aggressive drivers in this field, in this little pack right here. I'd watch out for that Penske 22.
Oh, Harvick's going to go to the bottom of Logano. He backs out of it to make sure there's not an incident. Smart move by Kevin Harvick to keep it straight. But they're still side by side for the lead. Who's going to lead this lap at the line? I believe Elliott will have it.
Yeah, very veteran move of Kevin Harvick to back out a bit there. Very smart, very veteran. And he doesn't want to wreck the cars. Oh, that was a little scary there by Daniel Suarez under Eric Jones. And here comes, I'm pretty sure that's Austin Dillon and Kyle Larson.
Man, Christopher Bell's got to be thinking in the back there that he wants one more caution to give him a chance to get back into this race. And here comes Austin Dillon. We spoke about it, or I spoke about him at the beginning of this race and how he had looked very fast in practice, and now he's looking for the lead. Side by side to the line, Larson leads that lap, but here comes Austin Dillon, followed by Joey Logano on the bottom lane, who's then followed by Chastain. Chastain goes to the inside of Logano. They're going to get stacked up again. Can Dillon get to the lead? Here comes Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, this is getting pretty intense. Who are your ones to watch in this pack? Because I think this is going green. I think, well, actually, I don't know about that. This pack.
Oh, maybe not. Here comes Harvick. He's going to back out of it again. I would say my ones to watch, honestly, is Ross Chastain. He has kept it up front, kept it out of trouble, and he's battling for the lead. They're 3 wide for the lead. Kyle Busch up ahead.
My ones to watch is probably, I'm going to go Kevin Harvick or Joey Logano. I think those two are aggressive veterans, and Ash and Jake, who's your picks? Oh!
Chastain, he's going to make it 3 wide with help from Kevin Harvick. So Chastain, the guy I just said would be a threat, now making sure he can lead at least 1 lap in this race, and that is something he is going to do here at 11 laps to go, excuse me, 10 laps to go here at Daytona in the Clash. The top four cars are broken away thanks to lap traffic. Behind them is Buescher. And I believe Tyler Reddick, Elliott Larson, and Suarez got held up by Kyle Busch. They are almost 2 seconds back of the main pack now.
Jake count them out though, because they are still right there, especially if they stay side by side the way they are. I wouldn't even count out Suarez right there. He's still in the back. If they just work together, this could all come back into his favor.
These guys are gonna have a heck of a run.
Jake, who's your ones to watch? Who's your picks in this pack?
Honestly, it's tough to say. I feel like he's in the right position at the right time. So from here, legit May!
Chastain gets squeezed into the wall! Oh, and Suarez almost gets collected! Oh, and Harvick almost rolls it!
Oh, no. Oh, I thought he was going to pull up on track. I almost... Man!
What's going on with that battle?
Is that Tyler Reddick?
Oh!
That is
Tyler Reddick!
Here they come back to the caution of the yellow flag, and it's going to be Tyler Reddick that leads them to the yellow. Let's get a replay on what happened there to Kevin Harvick and Ross Chastain. From what I could see, I think it was just another one of them bump draft hooks. We'll have to see here.
Oh, Buescher gets Dylan. Dylan trying to save it. He did everything he could to keep it off Harvick. Harvick then squeezes Ross Chastain into the wall and has involved himself. Honestly, damage-wise, not too bad. Very manageable damage for both of these drivers. I don't think Harvick will continue. I believe he may have got some suspension damage when he went over the banking like that. Other than that, both of these guys should be able to continue. Maybe not Harvick. Hard to say. But Chastain definitely. I mean, he has some front-end damage. He probably won't be able to win anymore, but definitely still going to be in contention, at least in my opinion. Or at least in the race.
Ash, what are you thinking right now? What's kind of the owner of this?
Car's pitting.
Oh. But these wrecks are very, very big. Cars going up.
It's interesting, right? We've had spins, but they're not big crashes. They've been hard hits, but not necessarily big crashes. We have not seen the field pile up, per se. And I want to say Christopher Bell got Christmas came early for Christopher Bell. He is right back into this race. Possibly the same could go for Truex. I don't know how bad Chastain's damage is. Well, James Davidson doesn't have the speed to compete. At least not from what we've seen. And all of these guys will be behind Kyle Busch that are pitting. A dangerous spot to be behind traffic that much slower. So that's going to include Chris Buescher, Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who we've seen have some trouble tonight. Ryan.
Because as his teammate Chris Buescher has been running up front, and it's been great to see the Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing team running up front, but we have not seen one of the owners, Brad Keselowski, up front. Very, very interesting indeed. But it's getting down to it. It's start to bite your nails, start to buckle up, suit up, whatever you got to do. Hold your phone, hold your computer, hold your screen down, because it's about to go down here at Daytona in the Clash.
We're going to have a restart with inside 5 laps to go. The aggression will be at an all-time high to see who can win the first ever Clash in the NextGen car. So, now, do we think anything has changed? Oh, we have more cars duck into pit road. So, topping off, I'd imagine. And now this is going to put some of those guys who wrecked, and Christopher Bell included, will have to go to the back. So he will be behind Ryan Blaney now. So Larson will be behind Blaney. Larson was up front. So this is interesting. Bell, who was up front, now has to pit. Chastain, who had the damage, is going to pit. and I couldn't tell who else pit. I think James Davidson was one of them. Yeah, Davidson and Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is way off the pace, so he's not going to be a factor. But I think they'll be going green next lap as Kyle Busch slides into his pit box.
Yeah.
Larson's away.
Very, very interesting call here, Wilson. I do not like this call with under 5 laps to go here at Daytona.
Yeah.
I get that we're in a draft. I get we're in a draft and in a pack, but you think you want to go for the win here?
Harvick back on track.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, it's a clash. Why not run it out of fuel? If you're running out of fuel, pull to the bottom, you don't finish. Who cares? It's a clash.
Yeah.
I guess these guys are just really wanting to win. It is the first race in the next gen car. This is going to be an honor no matter what. Every race will be a first for all of these drivers. A first win at Atlanta in the next gen, first win at Auto Club in the next gen, so on and so forth. So every driver, I feel like, is going to be more aggressive this year because they want to have their name as first something of all time.
Yeah.
And if you're a rookie, oh, you most definitely want to do it. Right, yeah. The world center of racing. I mean, we seen the Rolex 24 2 weeks ago now at this point, and what a crazy race that was with the two Porsches battling it out. Was that a week ago? That was literally last weekend. Oh, the top 3!
Oh, this is a worst call. This is a worst call. Daniel Suarez. Wow.
Look who's in second. Truex, who we have not seen up front all day. And look who's right back up front. Buescher, Elliott, Austin Dillon. The guys we were worried about being on the track.
Suarez could easily take advantage of this because we saw Truex was off the pace a bit. If he has a terrible restart, Suarez could get out to a massive lead, especially with the close laps we have right now.
Is that bad for Suarez? If there's another caution, the race is over. So, we're going back green this lap. What do we got? What do we think? Does Suarez hang on, or can Buescher, Elliott, maybe Dillon? I don't think Truex can do it. We've seen him a little bit too slow this race. But we're going to find out. Because he is still on the lead lap. And he is in the pack. And a car in the pack is going to be different than a car by themselves on speed. So we're going to have to find out. Buescher might be able to push Truex right past Suarez. We don't know. Oh, we got some cars low. Are they running out?
Honestly, not picking any favorites or anything, but I think my top 3 picks here, I know I've changed every night, but I don't want to be biased or anything, so I think Daniel Suarez, or it would be nice to see Suarez, Truex, Buescher, Reddick. It's one of those guys to win it here, and they have a great shot as we're coming to the green flag.
Car's off. Green flag is back out in the air. We're going to have 4 laps to go here at Daytona. If a caution is to come out, Brad Keselowski dropping low. Is he having an issue? I can't tell.
Someone's under the apron in the back.
That was Keselowski. Yeah, something's wrong. He might have a tire down.
Whoa.
Yeah, Reddick got held up by Kyle Busch. Suarez continues to lead. Truex is dropping back. We were worried about this with Truex, but the top 3 are now Suarez, Buescher. Here comes Chase Elliott looking for the lead. Oh no, Dillon's stuck behind Truex. It might lead to a crash. Blaney's keeping pace with this. Oh no, Suarez has to pit.
No.
The two that stayed out can't make it.
No.
So that's going to leave Chris Buescher with a massive lead here at Daytona. This isn't going to go well.
No, it's not. I did not want that to happen. No.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I don't think he's going to be able to hold on to this. It's going to be impressive if he does, but these next-gen cars on alone are a bit faster on their own, but the draft is just too important. Here comes Chase Elliott. He's getting the big suck on Chris Buescher. It's 5 cars that are going to have a chance to win this race. I don't see anyone else being able to do it unless these guys wreck. Here's Christopher Bell. Blaney keeping up in a pack. There's Chastain in the back. Oh, we got more pitting, and Buescher's just going to move out of the way. No wrecks needed to be caused here. Someone's coming off the pit lane. That is Brad Keselowski. Oh, watch Keselowski. He pulled up on the track.
Oh, this could be. This is it. Well, we're coming to the white flag here in the clash. Again, you see Eric Jones there just wanting another caution, but unfortunately we would be over after entering turn 3 and 4, coming to the white flag. Here comes Chris Buescher to the back bumper of Kyle Larson.
To the inside of Elliott off turn 4. We're going to have the white flag waving as they come to the tribal. 1 lap to go here at Daytona in the clash. Who will it be? Can Elliott hang on? He's trying to hang on the outside line. Larson on the bottom. Elliott is almost cleared. Buescher's going to leave Larson out there. He's going to help Elliott. Larson now holding the bottom. Can he hang on? Kyle Busch, did it get in the way? Now Buescher's clear of Larson. Can he make a move? Larson got checked up big time. Buescher's gonna need a little bit of help, I think. Here they come. Middle time through 3 and 4. Elliott gets to the bottom. Here comes Buescher. Will he make a move? No move. Here he comes. Maybe he looks. Elliott looks to block. Will he make a move? No move made. Chase Elliott's gonna win the clash.
Oh, man.
I really don't understand why Buescher didn't make a move.
I think it's a situation where he knew he was the only Ford in that battle. If you're in Austin Dillon's position, honestly, would you push a Ford or push a Chevy? I feel like that
That's a fair point, and I really wish Buescher would have made a move to make this clash interesting. Chase Elliott wins the clash here at Daytona.
And here's the unofficial but also official results. Chase Elliott first, Chris Buescher second, Austin Dillon third, Kyle Larson fourth, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with a good finish, solid. Christopher Bell, a pretty good finish there. Ryan Blaney, wow, top 10. Joey Logano 7th, and then Ryan Blaney 8th. Pretty good comeback there, and Eric Jones. Eric Jones 9th, and Ross Chastain number 10 to wrap out your top 10. Pretty good race here, boys. Chase Elliott, man. He just dominated that race. He was up front most of that race. I really wish Chris Buescher. He looked like he wanted to make a move, but I think it's a deal with what Jake had said, and then it being the next gen car.
Yeah, it's Sunday. I'd say it went pretty well.